Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have one of our very own City of LaGrange finest. We have on today as my guest, I have on Shawn Houston. Shawn, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you.
Hey, Shawn, you know, I see you come into City Hall and you walked in this morning. You didn't realize that you were going to walk into something that you've been asking me about for a while.
Yeah.
And you were my guest on the show this morning, right?
Yes, sir.
But Shawn, you know, it's very fitting. As we are celebrating Black History Month, I wanted to make sure that, you know, Black history is something that we always remember and talk about, but also coupled with that, and we've been talking about Black history, we want to talk a little bit about men's health too.
Yes, sir.
Because so many times we as men, we feel like, oh, I'm fine, or this, that, and other, because you have a testimony that we want you to kind of talk about in a moment. But before we do that, Shawn, tell us just a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind.
I'm Shawn Houston. I'm 49. I work for the utility department meter reader. Mm-hmm. I'm the sweet, nice person. I try to have a good positive.
Wait, Shawn, did you say sweet, nice person?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. But anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Well, I try to have a positive day, a positive attitude, you know, have my job positive, make sure the customers are good, make sure they're taken care of, make sure the people I work around have a good spirit all day. And I just like people. I'm just a people person. I always try to have a positive attitude, meet good, nice people like that. So
well, I appreciate that.
That's all about me.
Okay, well, good. Well, you know, Shawn, and you've been with the City of LaGrange now for about 8 years here.
Yes, sir.
And the City of LaGrange is a great place, and what you do is very important.
Yes,
have a very important role within our community. You out there, you're walking.
Yes, sir.
Probably running from dogs every now and then.
Yes,
you know.
Yeah.
And probably sometimes encountering angry, disgruntled customers, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
And you talked about you try to have a good personality. Why do you think all that's important?
Man, that's the key to the job is when you in customer service or you in work like that, you have to have a positive attitude. You know, you got to make sure the customer, even though they be mean, upset, you still got to give. You know, you got to treat them as respect and be nice to them. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, when it's over with, they'll understand, well, it was me, not that man there, and I appreciate you. I always get thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know I ain't mean to have an attitude, but it's, you know, so that's the good role model in life, that you got to treat people how you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Absolutely. You know, and as I talked about, we say, well, I want to talk a little bit about men's health, Shawn, because you have a testimony that some of us know about, many may not know about. I know your church family knows about it. Your family here with the City of LaGrange knows about it. But, you know, I mentioned the fact that you're out walking, you're a meter reader, so you do a great deal of walking. Yeah. Maybe do some other exercise that I'm not aware of. But a year ago, you had an encounter where you succumbed to an illness that basically almost took you out.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about it.
April 24th last year, I went through a flatline of life. My heart stopped on me. I was there, you know, at home. Mm-hmm. I had to get to the mall, to the ambulance, and paramedics got me. But actually, when I got to the paramedic got me to the hospital, I flatlined on the table of the emergency room, and I don't know. They didn't know what happened, you know, but you know, they had me on the ventilator. I was fighting for my life, and then all of, you know, doctors said they did all they could do, and all of a sudden God stepped in and went through my heart and got me up and breathing and brought me back out of this thing. And right now today, I'm here. It's all about God. And my thing is, you know, your health is what you need to be as a man. You know, you can't be all hard. You know, you're a man. Mm-hmm. You know, God ain't got no number, no time. You know, you just got to take care of yourself as young men. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say, you know, yeah, it was a hard struggle, but I came through it. I ain't all the way back, but God give me that every day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Such a powerful testimony, because I know that there were many of us here at the city and other locations, and praying your strength.
I appreciate it. I really did.
And to think about it, you open up by saying that you're 49, young man. And then I don't know if there's a heart condition in the family history or anything of that nature, but again, one is out walking, agile, mobile, various things of that nature, and all of a sudden, just bam, life-changing event. A life-changing event. Let me ask you, what are some of the things that you've done differently, Shawn, since that incident, and some of the things that you've had to kind of alter to make sure that you stay in a healthy condition?
Well, I had to stop a lot. I had to put a lot of stuff down. I had to give up a lot of stuff, and I just had to pray to God to reveal and move some things away from me to get my health back to where it needs to be. And I'm trying to, it's a struggle. I like sweets. I love sodas, and some things you had to just put back. But because of I went back to the doctor, and my heart rate was low, but I went last month to my doctor, and the doctor said my heart rate is back where it should be at normal. So I'm thinking I'm doing the best on my diet. I'm thinking everything's good. He just tell me continue doing what you're doing.
Very good. So dieting is one important thing.
That's one important thing. Exercise is a good thing. Get more exercise, gym, walk the track, walk the thread, whatever you can do, to get your body and your bloodline, everything to moving, and you'll be good.
And you mentioned about sweets, and you mentioned sodas of various things, and sugars. And when you say a sweet, I'm like, oh Lord, because I too, candies, I can do it out, but if it's a cake or a pie, something like that. So, but moderation is key.
That's key.
Moderation is key. So, and I know that if we talk about men's health, and you talk about, we're men, but don't be afraid to go to the doctor.
Nah, don't be afraid. I mean, get your doctor's appointment. Get your doctor and stick with your doctor. And, trust your doctor. You trust God, but you have a lot of, some faith in that doctor. If you don't think it's right, hey, doc, what you think we need to do then? Because, I question them like, hey, why is this going? We're going to change. Why? I want to know, So to keep your health right, you got to get the understanding of what's going on with your body. Your body feeling something different, you need to get checked, see what's going on. Because if you're hurting anywhere, you just say, doc, this ain't right. Can you check me out?
Right.
And, all us men need the colon. We need to get everything you need for your health.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me ask you, I heard you say you went to the doctor last month. How frequently do you have to go back for checkups, updates, and things like that?
He give me like a 2-3 month checkup. I had to go in and get blood work, then I had to go in and get everything else checked out. And like from what I went through, I had to see a bunch of doctors. I had to see, it ain't a lot of bunch, but I had to see, majority of the doctors, and they all keep a check of each other and let me know what they let each other, let my main doctor know what's going on. So it's communication things. But I'm better and I'm getting there every day, because I thank God. And that's the person I put first every day. I wake up and I, go to the doctor, the first person I put in there with me. So it makes it better for me.
Absolutely. And I know that, being back now around your city family, everybody embracing, just thanking you, for being back and things of that nature. What would you say to our listening audience, and particularly the men, that sometimes we become that couch potato. We become that armchair quarterback. We become all those various things, and we sit on our blessed assurance quite a bit. What would you say to those men that may be listening now? What would you say to them as far as getting some activity in their routine, daily routine?
Just just to get up, and if you just had to walk around the house 2 or 3 times, or walk down the street, make your choice of getting something. If you do some activities, you know what I'm saying? you can go fishing. You can walk down to the lake, walk back up to the truck. You know, you fish, you walk all the way around the lake. Just get you something that can get your body some exercise. Don't just sit on the couch. Don't do nothing. You go to work. If you just make sure you get yourself active, you know, in what you do, because it helps your body to get your exercise in. You know,
and you know, a lot of times when we, especially as we, you know, myself as a more seasoned gentleman than yourself, you know, we don't have to go to the gym lifting the heavy weights, but you know, just a brisk walk.
Just a walk. You know, like I say, you just do your scroll. You know, 3 or 4 laps or whatever. You just walk down. Or you, like I say, you can go down to the thread, walk. You ain't gotta walk the whole around the whole LaGrange. Just get you a couple laps in to where you can feel your body, because that helps your body. Exercise helps your body a whole lot.
Yeah, absolutely. So just making that that mobility, keeping those joints from
sticking up, cramping up. You know,
absolutely.
You know, all the kick in, it helps you. You know, so
we definitely want to fight that. I think so many times I remember my grandparents. You know, when they would be trying to get up out of a chair. You know, I think
it's hard.
It gets a little difficult, doesn't it? Well, you know, Shawn, definitely, we're going to say a miracle took place.
Sir. Thank you. It did. It really did.
A miracle took place, and we're so thankful to God that you're here now to share with men and on this Black History Month, and talking about men's health and the importance of doing something. But most of all, you know, continue to do those things that each one of us can do.
Sir.
You know, walking right, eating habits change.
It changed a lot of stuff up, you know. So, you know, just get back to where your life. And, you know, it was, you know, what I went through, it ain't like something gonna come overnight, boom, I'm back to Shawn.
Right.
It's a process that you had to go through.
So
and it's been a year, but, you know, it's a process that you got to set your mindset. And it do, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the thing is that, it gets your mind like, I never, why this, you know, but you know, you got to just believe that you're gonna come through this situation. You know, I mean, I tell anybody, it don't always look as bad as it seems. You know, you just got to trust and believe, and you know, it's the Black History Month. You know, it's just you got to believe that it all worked together for the good of him. You know.
Very fitting. A very good point to close on, Shawn. You know, I want to thank you for being my guest today, and thank you for sharing your testimony as well.
Yes, sir.
So continue to share, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week. My guests have been from the City of LaGrange, one of our utility meter readers. We had on Mr. Shawn Houston as he talked about men's health in the month of Black History Month. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, and men particularly, that we get off our blessed assurance and move those joints so that we can stay healthy and live happy, productive lives. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed this interview. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.